I only have a few necessities in it. I'll take the pills in case my head starts to ache again. I'll surely need the wallet. William's portrait of my dear Catherine. She died in those horrible flames, and it was my fault. I will never forgive myself for that. The night silhouette of our castle. The drawings of the Gordon Manor in Wales. William drew those when he lived there as a young man. An old painting. I don't know who its author was. A collection of old pictures. I don't want to remember that time. I'll leave it alone. Forgive me, Catherine. It's locked. I only had a couple of things and an old camera in it as far as I recall. But where did I keep the key? I'll have a look around the room. It has to be here somewhere. I cannot see there. It's too high. I cannot see there. It's too high. I'll try reaching up there. There is something there. The key to my drawer. I knew it had to be somewhere in the room. Its water used to be crystal clear. I'll tell Henry to clean it up. It can't stay this dirty. The fallen tree has surrounded it completely. There's no way to reach it. The rear path is completely blocked by bushes. I have to go around. full of leaves. Henry has plenty of work taking care of the garden. It looks like blood. Is this possible? The door is locked. Good morning.
Good morning, sir. My name is Henry. I take care of the garden. It's not an easy job. I don't have anyone to help me. But you probably wanted to speak about something else, sir. What can I do for you, sir?
I would just like to ask a few questions. How long have you been working here, Henry?
About a year, sir.
The garden seems rather deteriorated. Everything used to blossom around here, but now...
I'm trying hard, sir, but I can't get everything done just by myself. This garden is really a lot of work, sir.
Why doesn't anyone maintain the rear garden?
I don't know, sir. Probably because nobody ever goes there.
And what about the fountain? There used to be fish in it once. I have no problem with the rear garden as such, but I want you to clean the fountain.
But, sir, isn't that rather futile? I mean, it can't even be seen from the front. It's going to be a lot of wasted work.
Either you clean it by tomorrow, or you can start looking for a new job.
As you wish, sir.
Henry, there's blood in the grinder in front of the greenhouse. Where did it come from?
But that's impossible, sir. I only put branches in it. Are you quite sure?
Perhaps you're right. I probably imagined it. I should probably take a rest. Who knows what I've seen? Tell me, Henry, what did you think of William?
I didn't really know him, sir. I'd scarcely seen him.
You have worked here every day and you hardly saw him?
Well, you see, Sir William wouldn't go to the garden very often, and I only do what Madame Victoria tells me. Bates was the only one allowed in his study. He wouldn't let anyone else in.
Is there anything else you can tell me about him?
I don't really feel like talking about him with you.
Why not?
How would I put it? Everyone reckoned he was a bit of a loony. You know what I mean.
Go on.
I don't really want to talk about it with you, sir. Please ask someone else.
What does that mean? Why would anybody perceive William as mad?
Henry, I went to the greenhouse and found it locked. Why?
I lock it during the day as well, just to be safe.
To be safe?
I don't want anyone wandering about the place and snooping in my stuff.
Do we have strangers walking around here then?
No, sir. That's not the problem. But I've seen Morris around there a couple times, and he's got no business there. The greenhouse and the garden are both my responsibilities. I usually lock it so that I can be sure nothing gets lost. But if you want to have a look inside, sir, I'll open it.
No, I only wanted to know why it was locked.
What could Morris be looking for in the greenhouse?
Henry, do you recognize the man in this picture? Have you ever seen him?
No, sir. I don't think I have. Who is it? Should I know him?
No, probably not. I just wanted to know if you had ever met him.
I'm sorry, sir.
I will leave you to your work. This is the place where William took his last breath. I won't leave before I find out the truth. It's dry. No one has taken water from it in a long time. Red wine from our cellar. How did the bottle get here? I'll ask Morris where he got it. My name is Samuel Gordon. You are Morris, the groom, aren't you?
Yes, sir. I know who you are. Bates told me about you.
I would like to ask you about something, Morris. What can you tell me about Bates?
What do you want to know about him?
Well, I don't know exactly. He's different from when I knew him.
To me, he seems to be the same all the time. The same old standoffish mope.
He wasn't like that before.
That's possible. I've only known him for the couple of years that I've worked here.
So how many years have you been working here?
Almost 5.
Morris, how did you get along with William?
Well, like a groom with the horse owner. Okay, I guess. He's only spoken a few sentences to me in all the time that I've been working here. I mean, I saw him very seldom.
I see. Morris, you are right next to the old wing. Can you see inside the old tower from your room?
What do you mean? I never go there. Who told you that? It was that old drunkard, right?
I was just asking, why are you so upset?
I knew that Flores bastard was spreading gossip about me again. He tells you anything, don't believe him, sir. Ends to get smashed and talk out of his ass.
Sure, but you've been to the old wing, right?
Yes, but only out of curiosity. I've got no reason to go there. And it's a strange place anyway.
What do you mean?
Well, I haven't exactly got a good feeling about it. I feel like I'm being watched by something older than the centuries within those old, damp walls. And the silence, it makes one feel as if one cannot speak. Frankly, I'm glad I don't have any work to do there.
The gardener, what is he like?
Henry? A quiet type of person, I'd say. As long as he's sober, that is. You know what I mean.
I was unaware of his drinking.
You can bet on it, sir. When he's in the mood, he closes himself in his room and drinks until he can't lift his head. Usually he just sits there, staring at nothing and drinking. I'd say that is quite odd, isn't it?
Odd indeed. He does not seem like a drunkard to me.
Well, you can trust me, and you're bound to see for yourself anyway.
Morris, look here. Do you know this man?
I wouldn't say so. I've never seen him around here.
Okay, thank you. Morris, I've noticed you have a bottle of wine on your workbench in the stable.
Wine? I sometimes take a sip when it's cold outside, but never during work.
It appears to be our vintage red. Where did you get it?
Well, Sir William gave it to me some time ago. Just this one bottle.
Really?
Yes, sir.
All right, Morris.
I do not believe that William would have given away some of our best wine. Morris must have gotten it some other way.
I will go then.
All right, sir.
I'm glad you have returned, sir. We have kept your room intact. It's exactly as it was when you left.
Very nice. Thank you.
If you would like to have it straightened or anything else, just tell me.
That won't be necessary. It happened so suddenly, I didn't have time to write that I was coming.
I would be happy to help you with anything.
Thank you. I'll be fine.
Do you need anything else, sir?
I have spoken to Robert. It seems to me he may not be feeling well.
It is probably due to his responsibilities at Ashbury. Lately it seems to really exhaust him. He has recently taken to spending most of his time at work, often not even returning home for the night. He usually arrives in the evening, locks himself in his study, and works late into the night. He won't even let me in.
He may just not want to be disturbed.
Maybe, but he would never do that before.
I'll talk to him.
All right, sir.
I was under the impression that nothing had changed here since I left. So many years have passed, but it seems to me like it was just last month. The same scenery, the same weather, as though time would rather avoid this place.
Sir, a lot has changed in your absence. Nothing is as it was, believe me. We are all growing old, and so is everything around us. I've been a servant here since my youth, and I know well how much a man can be changed by this place. During the last few months, things have been getting noticeably worse, day by day. It is as if the bleakness within the old walls of this manor is gradually taking us over.
Maybe you're right. Even I don't feel exactly well within these walls. Been recalling memories of me that I've wanted to forget. Range and dark in them. And that dismal silence. Are you sure you're all right, Bates? You know you can take a rest whenever you want.
Thank you, sir. I think I will be fine.
Have a look at this picture. Do you know this man?
He does not look familiar to me. I am not very good at remembering faces, though. Sorry, sir.
Bates, this might seem strange to you, but I would like to see the exact spot where William died.
Oh, but why, sir?
I have my reasons.
Oh, well. Follow me if you insist. This is where the awful thing happened. Please, just do not ask me to describe it to you. I have told the detective everything already, and I would not want...
No, that's all right, Bates.
Why all of this then, sir?
I can feel something is not right. I just don't know what. Have you found anything unusual around here?
No, maybe just... We noticed a strange spot under the tower window, right there. No one knows where it came from. If you would allow me, sir, I'd rather go now.
Certainly. I knew Bates wouldn't understand why I was doing this. Something tells me things aren't quite as they seem. It looks like a symbol of some sort, or a sign. I should put this down somehow. The castle is literally surrounded by bushes. I'll have a closer look. Something got stuck between the branches of the shrub. What could it be? Bates?
Yes, sir?
You're not looking well. Why don't you take a couple of days off?
Thank you, sir. I will be all right. It's just William. We lived our best years together here.
Indeed. You must have become very good friends over time.
Yes. Please, let us not talk about this further. There has been enough sorrow lately.
Bates, I want you to know that you're more of a friend to us than a servant.
Thank you, sir.
I found this at that place you took me to.
You mean where Sir William?
Yes, I'm quite sure it can shed some light on what has happened.
I am not as optimistic as you are, sir. Maybe you should hand the object over to Detective Collier.
Bates, this thing may help us discover something new.
I know one thing, sir. Sir William is dead, and no one can do anything to change that.
You don't happen to believe that it was a suicide or an accident, do you? I have known William too long to believe that.
Well, I have already offered my opinion on the matter. Can I go now, sir?
You surprise me, Bates.
I'm sorry, sir. Talk to Henry. He was working on the flower beds that evening. He might know more than I do.
It seems to me that Bates knows something he doesn't want to talk about. But why would he do that? No, I'm not too sure. I think I will go now.
I'll return to my work.